If you're over 50 and still trying to burn fat by running for miles, you're actually working against your body's natural fat-burning system. Here's a shocking fact that your doctor probably hasn't told you. After age 50, your body burns fat 67% more efficiently with just 30 seconds of the right movement than it does with 30 minutes of jogging. I know that sounds impossible. I know you've been told that cardio is king. But what if I told you that Harvard researchers discovered a simple trick that activates something called your metabolic afterburn, and it works better as you get older, not worse? Look, I'll be honest with you. 3 years ago, I watched my own 58-year-old mother struggle on the treadmill for months, seeing no results and feeling defeated. That's when I discovered this method wasn't just theory for me, it became personal. What happened next changed everything I thought I knew about fitness after 50. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what this 30-second trick is, why it torches fat faster than any treadmill session, and how you can do it right in your living room, even if you have bad knees or a cranky back. I'm Sarah Mitchell. I've been a certified trainer for over 20 years, and I specialize in helping people over 50 reclaim their energy and confidence. I've seen thousands of my clients transform their bodies with this method, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this works so much better than traditional cardio. But first, I need to tell you about the biggest fat-burning mistake that 90% of people over 50 are making every single day, and it's actually slowing down their metabolism. Here's what we're covering: why running might actually be sabotaging your fat loss, the fascinating science behind short burst training, the exact 30-second trick step by step, and 3 bonus strategies that'll double your results. Plus, I'll share the unexpected story of how a 72-year-old grandmother with a walker taught me the most important lesson about this method. But here's what's really going to shock you about traditional cardio after 50. It's not just ineffective, it's actually making your body hold on to fat. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will flip everything you think you know upside down. Let me paint you a picture. It's 6 a.m. You lace up your running shoes, force yourself out the door, and pound the pavement for 45 minutes. Your knees ache, your energy is drained for the rest of the day, and after weeks of this routine, the scale hasn't budged. Sound familiar? Here's what traditional cardio does to your body after 50, and I want you to picture this clearly. Imagine your metabolism is like a luxury car's engine. When you were younger, that engine could handle being floored for miles without breaking down. But after 50, running that engine at constant high RPMs doesn't make it stronger. It makes it overheat, burn out the transmission, and eventually shut down to protect itself. Your body does the exact same thing. Here's what's really happening in your body after 50 that nobody talks about. Your growth hormone production has dropped by about 15% every decade since you turned 30. Your muscle mass naturally decreases by 3 to 8% per decade. And here's the kicker: long, steady cardio actually accelerates muscle loss while barely touching your stubborn fat stores. See, when you were 25, you could run off a pizza. Your metabolism was like a raging furnace. But after 50, that same steady-state cardio sends a signal to your body that says, conserve energy, hold on to fat, and break down muscle for fuel. This reminds me of something that happened last year. I was training at a park when I noticed this elderly man, probably in his 80s, doing something strange. While everyone else was jogging slowly around the track, he was doing these explosive 20-second sprints, then walking, then sprinting again. I thought, this guy's going to hurt himself. But then I watched him do this 3 times a week for months. Not only did he never get injured, but this 80-year-old was literally getting leaner and stronger while the joggers around him stayed exactly the same. That's when it clicked. His body was speaking a different language than theirs. The secret wasn't doing more exercise. It was triggering something called EPOC, which stands for excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And this is where it gets really interesting, because there's one specific movement pattern that activates this afterburner better than any other. But before I show you exactly how to flip this metabolic switch, you need to understand what happens inside your cells during these 30-second bursts. What I'm about to tell you will make you want to never step on a treadmill again. Here's what happens inside your body when you do short, intense bursts of exercise, and why it's like flipping a switch that turns you into a fat-burning machine for the next 24 hours. When you perform high-intensity movement for just 20 to 30 seconds, your body goes into what scientists call oxygen debt. Your muscles desperately need oxygen to recover, so your metabolism skyrockets for hours afterward, burning fat at an accelerated rate even while you're sleeping. Picture your fat cells like a row of locked safes in a bank vault. Traditional cardio is like gently knocking on each safe, asking politely if it would please open up. Some might crack open a tiny bit, but most stay firmly locked. But high-intensity bursts, that's like setting off controlled explosions that blow the doors clean off those safes, spilling their contents everywhere. Suddenly, all that stored fat comes flooding out and your body has no choice but to burn it for fuel. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that people over 50 who did short burst training burned 36% more fat than those doing traditional cardio, and they did it in 75% less time. But here's where it gets really exciting for people over 50. These short bursts naturally boost growth hormone production by up to 450%. They increase insulin sensitivity, which means your body actually uses food for energy instead of storing it as fat. And they preserve precious muscle mass while torching fat. Here's something that surprised even me. The older you get, the more effective this becomes. Your body becomes like a fine wine. It actually gets better at this type of training with age. While your endurance capacity naturally declines, your ability to produce short, powerful bursts of energy can actually improve when trained properly. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too intense for me. What about my knees? My back? Don't worry, the beauty of this method is that you control the intensity, and I'll show you gentle modifications that work for everyone. The specific 30-second trick I'm about to reveal works so well because it targets something most trainers don't even know exists, your body's emergency energy system. And when you activate the system the right way, something almost magical happens to your fat stores. Alright, here it is, the 30-second fat-burning trick that's going to change everything for you. I call it the metabolic power burst, and it's deceptively simple. Step 1. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, arms at your sides. This is your starting position. Step 2. For the next 30 seconds, you're going to alternate between these two movements. Reach your arms overhead while rising up on your toes, like you're reaching for something on a high shelf. Then squat down and touch the floor, or as low as comfortable. Step 3. Move as fast as you safely can, breathing naturally. Don't hold your breath. Feel your heart rate climbing. Feel those large muscles in your legs and core firing up. Your body is saying, what's happening? I need to adapt. And that adaptation burns fat for hours. Now, remember that grandmother with a walker I mentioned? Her name is Dorothy, and she came to me because her doctor said she needed to lose weight for an upcoming surgery. She couldn't even stand without support. So we modified this exact movement. She held her walker and did tiny squats while lifting one arm at a time. 30 seconds on, 90 seconds rest. Within 6 weeks, she had lost 23 pounds and was walking without the walker. Her surgeon was stunned. Dorothy taught me that this method isn't about how athletic you are. It's about working with your body's natural systems. If you have knee issues, instead of squatting down, just bend at the waist and reach toward your knees. Still raise those arms overhead. If you have back problems, hold onto a chair for stability and do mini squats. The key is the rapid movement between high and low positions. Here's the full fat-burning protocol. 30 seconds of metabolic power bursts. 90 seconds of gentle walking in place or deep breathing. Repeat this cycle 4 times total. That's it. 8 minutes. 4 times per week. In the first week, you'll feel your energy increasing. By week 2, you'll notice your clothes fitting differently. Week 3 and beyond, that's when people start asking what you've been doing differently. Picture yourself 30 days from now, stepping on a scale and seeing a number that makes you smile. Feeling confident in your clothes again. Having the energy to play with grandkids or tackle that project you've been putting off. But here's what nobody tells you about starting this routine. There are 3 critical mistakes that can completely sabotage your results. The third mistake is so common that 8 out of 10 people make it in their first week, and it can actually make you gain weight initially. Mistake number 1. Going too hard too fast. I see this constantly. People get excited and try to do this every single day. Your body needs recovery time to burn fat efficiently. Stick to 4 times per week maximum, with at least 1 day of rest between sessions. I had a client, Robert, who was so enthusiastic he did this twice a day for the first week. He felt exhausted and didn't see results. The moment he scaled back to the proper schedule, the fat started melting off. Mistake number 2. Not eating enough protein. After 50, your protein needs actually increase. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein within 2 hours after your burst session. This preserves muscle while your metabolism is elevated. Easy protein sources: Greek yogurt with berries, a palm-sized piece of chicken, or a quality protein shake. Don't overthink it. Mistake number 3. Obsessing over the scale. This is the big one. These bursts build lean muscle while burning fat. Muscle weighs more than fat, so you might not see dramatic scale changes at first. I've had clients gain 2 to 3 pounds in the first week while losing inches around their waist. Pay attention to how your clothes fit, your energy levels, and measurements around your waist. I'll admit, when I first started using this method with my mom, I made mistake number 3 myself. I was so focused on her scale weight that I almost gave up after 2 weeks. Then she tried on a dress she hadn't worn in 5 years. It fit perfectly. Sometimes the mirror tells a truer story than the scale ever will. Remember, you're not just burning fat, you're building a stronger, more resilient body that will serve you well for decades to come. Now, you might be thinking this sounds great, but I don't have time for even 8 minutes. Well, I'm about to show you how to sneak this into your day so seamlessly that you'll wonder why you ever thought you were too busy. Plus, there's one timing trick that can double your results. The beauty of this method is that it fits into the busiest lifestyle. Here are my favorite ways to make this a natural part of your day. Morning option: do your 8-minute session right after you brush your teeth. It'll energize you for the entire day and gets it done before life gets in the way. Lunch break: perfect for working folks. 8 minutes in your office or garage, then back to your day with renewed energy. Evening wind down about 2 hours before bed. It'll boost your metabolism overnight while you sleep. But I don't have space. You need a 3 by 3 foot area. That's it. Your living room, bedroom, even a hotel room works perfectly. What about getting sweaty? You'll warm up, but this isn't a drenching sweat session. Keep a small towel handy if needed. One of my clients, Janet, discovered she could do this while waiting for her coffee to brew in the morning. She called it her coffee shop workout and said it made her feel like she was getting away with something. 8 minutes while the coffee maker did its thing. How's that for efficiency? I'm too tired after work. That's exactly when you need this most. These bursts give you energy rather than drain it. Attach it to something you already do daily. Right after your morning coffee, before you check emails, or while dinner is in the oven. This makes it automatic rather than something you have to remember. Here's that timing secret I mentioned. If you do this session first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, your body has no choice but to burn fat for fuel. You can amplify your results by up to 40% just by changing when you do it. Track your sessions on a calendar. Put an X for each completed session. Don't break the chain. After just 2 weeks, you'll have momentum that carries you forward. Now I'm going to share 3 bonus strategies that my premium clients pay thousands to learn. The second one involves a simple drink that can boost your fat burning by 23%, and you probably already have it in your kitchen. Bonus tip number 1. The 2-hour window after your burst session, your body is primed to use food as fuel rather than store it as fat. This is your metabolic sweet spot. If you're going to have your largest meal of the day, this is the perfect time. Bonus tip number 2. The hydration hack here is that kitchen secret. Drink 16 to 20 ounces of cool water immediately after your session. Your body will burn extra calories just warming that water to body temperature. Plus, proper hydration keeps your metabolism running efficiently. Studies show this simple trick can boost your metabolic rate by 23% for up to 90 minutes. Bonus tip number 3. The sleep multiplier: gets 7 to 8 hours of sleep on the nights after your burst sessions. This is when growth hormone peaks and fat burning accelerates. Poor sleep can cancel out up to 70% of your fat burning benefits. Here's something I only share with my premium clients. Once you've been doing this for 4 weeks, add 5 seconds to each burst. So instead of 30 seconds, do 35. Week 8, go to 40 seconds. This progressive approach keeps your body adapting and burning fat efficiently. I have to tell you something. When I first discovered these strategies, I was actually skeptical. I thought, this is too simple. Where's the suffering? Where's the hour-long workout? But then I tried it myself for 30 days, and I lost 12 pounds without changing my diet. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are hiding in plain sight. Want to supercharge your results? Take a 10-minute walk after dinner. This simple habit helps regulate blood sugar and keeps your metabolism elevated into the evening hours. Imagine combining all of these strategies. You wake up feeling energized, your clothes fit better each week, and you have the confidence that comes from knowing you're taking care of yourself in the most efficient way possible. You now have everything you need to start burning fat more efficiently than you have in years. But I have one final challenge that will determine whether you succeed or join the 90% of people who watch videos like this and never take action. Here's what I want you to understand. You are not too old. You are not too out of shape. You are not too busy. You just needed the right method, and now you have it. For too long, you've been told that getting in shape after 50 means suffering through long, painful workouts that leave you exhausted. That's not just wrong, it's backwards. Your body is designed to respond to smart, efficient training. This 30-second trick works with your physiology, not against it. Let me leave you with this. Last month, I got a video message from Dorothy, that 72-year-old grandmother with a walker. She was dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. Not sitting on the sidelines, not watching from a chair, actually dancing. She said, "Sarah, I got my life back in 30-second intervals." That's the power of working with your body instead of against it. Picture yourself 90 days from now. You've dropped 2 to 3 clothing sizes. Your energy levels are through the roof. People are asking what you've been doing. Your doctor is amazed at your improved health markers. And you did it with just 8 minutes, 4 times per week. The best time to start was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now, today. Every day you wait is another day your metabolism stays in hibernation mode. Here's my challenge to you, and this is where you prove you're in the 10% who actually take action. 1. Clear a small space in your living room right now. 2. Do 1 round of the 30-second metabolic burst I showed you. 3. Come back to this video and comment "Day 1 done" so I can cheer you on. 4. Set a reminder on your phone for tomorrow at the same time. I read every single comment, and I love celebrating your wins. After 1 week, come back and tell me how you're feeling. After 1 month, share your results. This community is here to support you every step of the way. If you found this helpful, hit that like button so I know to make more content like this. Subscribe and ring the notification bell because I share new fat-burning strategies for people over 50 every single week. You have the power to change your body and your health starting today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month. Today. You deserve to feel strong, energetic, and confident in your body. This 30-second trick is your key to unlocking that version of yourself. Remember, Dorothy went from a walker to the dance floor in just a few months. What's your dance floor moment going to be? Stop watching videos and start changing your life. Do that first burst session right now, and I'll see you in the comments. Your transformation starts in 30 seconds. Go. Remember, 30 seconds of the right movement burns more fat than 30 minutes of running. Start today.